questions regarding the making of this dollhouse, and so I thought it would be better for me to compile all the questions together in this video so other people can benefit from them too. So the first question was about the size of this dollhouse, and the approximate size of the house is about 11 feet wide by 8.5 feet from top to bottom, so from the rooftop to the floor. Question number 2 is about the cost of the house. So this is just for the PAX system, the PAX frames, and the rooftop and the shingle, not including the floor or the furniture or anything in the house. It's just a frame itself. It's cost me approximately about $650 US. Question number 3 is about painting the unit. Yes, it is a nightmare to paint the unit. For example, this one is not part of the house, but it's the PAX Substance wall. The wall on the left and the middle wall took the paint, but the wall on the right didn't take the paint. It kept forming bubbles. So I ended up using contact paper to cover it. And the paint that I used was the real paint for my house. It was the eggshell finishing. I was very lucky with the sewing room and Lowen's room that these walls actually took the paint. However, as you can see, there is a scratch here. I think it's really easy to be scraped off or to get scratched from the paint. So when the kids play, they have to be very careful with the wall. Talking about the wallpaper option, I find that using contact paper is the best solution, and there are various places that you can find them for a really good price. Are Dollar Tree, Dollarama, and different dollar stores. Other places like Walmart, they sell it for like $7 for a wall. The other option is to use a black wall using the black foam board and just glued it on to the wall. So this option you can use for one wall only, or maybe a couple walls. The other option is to use scrapper paper and school glue. Just like Julie's room here, it's pretty new, so it actually worked, but I don't know how long it's gonna stay for. The real wallpaper and wallpaper glue was absolutely a no-no. I had a really bad experience for 2 of the rooms, so I would not recommend it. The next question is about how to set the complement shelf sideways. Yes, I install each shelf separately and stack them on top of another. And regarding the complement shelf, I use nail to nail them down. So my advice is not to use a dowels. Use only 2 nails on each side. So when you change your mind and reposition the room or change the size of the room, you can take the nail off, and that's the only way, unfortunately. I have a lot of questions regarding molding and trims for the dollhouse, and the one that I use is called the doorstop. This is actually my real house baseboard and the doorstop right there. And the one that I use is a little bit smaller in comparison to the real house, and the height of this doorstop for the dollhouse is 1 1/8 of an inch. And when I install the baseboard for most of the rooms, I use the air gun, but there is another option. So going to the bathroom was the first room that I ever completed. For this dollhouse, I used hot glue. So it's been a year, and it stayed on, and I think it's very sturdy, so using hot glue is a very good option as well. Just here for the baseboard, that was applied on with hot glue as well. Regarding the hardwood floor option, I've done a tutorial on how to install this vinyl hardwood. It was great at the time, but now I found a better solution, because the one that I use right here, it has a glued on adhesive, peel off adhesive, and when I changed my mind, it was hard to take off. So I found a better solution of using this vinyl, and all you have to do is just to cut them the same method as you cut the other one, with an X-Acto knife or a utility knife, and then it's just a clip-on, so I can show it to you right here. And it's really easy. When you change your mind, you can just pull it out. And just clip it on and pull it back again, and here you have your floor. I think this is the best solution for the hardwood floor. For your information, I got this vinyl from Costco, and the price is about $2.50 Canadian per square foot. The next question is about Logan's bed. Yes, I've done a tutorial showing people how to make Logan's bed using the foam board, but you can also make this bed out of cardboard as well. I actually have a problem using the foam board. I always feel itchy after cutting the pieces out, so I always prefer to use cardboard instead. There's also a question regarding the different thickness of the foam board. As far as I know, there is a 1/4 of an inch thickness and 1/2 of an inch. And I haven't seen the 1/2 of an inch recently, and I don't really know where to get the 1/2 of an inch from. So anyone who knows a popular place that you can get 1/2 of an inch foam thickness from, please comment below, because a lot of people question about it. Thank you so much. Moving on to the clothing wardrobe. Yes, the first option for the rod that I used was the dowel. This dowel has a 3/8 of an inch diameter, and I used a contact paper to cover it around, and then on each end I applied hot glue, and so far it's working pretty well. I have no problem with that. For the lower compartment, I used a different rod option that I got from the Home Depot for about $6, and this is like a twist out adjustable length. I've used it before, it didn't really work, so I've added hot glue just to add more extra holding power, and so far it's working pretty well with the hot glue. Moving on to the shoe racks right here, I used this shelving from IKEA's packaging, and it's a corrugated carton. The thickness is about 5/8 of an inch, so I kept the width and the thickness, and I just cut the length to fit the side of this little storage room right here. And in order to hold it up, I used the baseboard and covered with contact paper and applied it on with the air gun. But again, the other option you can use is just to use hot glue. Regarding the photo ledges installation in the garage, yes, this garage was placed vertically, and I actually repositioned the ledges a few times, and there was different holes showing, but I guess I have to sacrifice that. If you place the garage horizontally, then you still have to sacrifice the complement shelves with the holes being drilled through. You can actually try the hot glue gun option. I haven't tried it, but depends on what you put on there too. Just give it a try to see how long it lasts, and then we'll go from there. I had a lot of serious requests for a tutorial on how to make this window. I promise I'll do one in the near future, but now I'm just going to show you how we made this window right here. So there's no cutout. Everything was applied on using an air gun, and to start on this side, I used a jumbo popsicle stick cut out at 2 3/4 of an inch, glued on with wood glue and paint with acrylic. And this frame we cut out at a 45-degree angle, and the size is 8 by 11 inches. And underneath is the fabric I folded like a blind and applied on with hot glue. My husband helped me to cut out this acrylic glass to fit it and apply with hot glue as well. So all the paint was painted with a brush using acrylic paint. And for this flower pot right here, I used the baseboard that we used for the Dollhouse, and cut out at a 45-degree angle. So the length of this flower pot is 6 inches and the width is 1 inch. And we applied on with an air gun as well. And at the bottom here, I used the the jumbo popsicle stick and glued it on with wood glue as well, and just everything was painted with acrylic paint again, and that's it. You can see from the inside. The last thing that I did for this window was to add on the flowers and arrange the flowers. And I promise I'm going to do a proper tutorial for a different window style that's easier for you to do in the near future when I work on the commercial building for our AG doll. So I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you so much again for spending your time with me. Please give this video a big thumbs up. For the new viewers, please press the subscribe button, and I shall see you soon in the next videos.